Glowing to the gods. As per usual. I look like such a mess. What else? Hey everyone! Wow, no. And now we gotta do this again. Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Mashinka back again for another video. As per usual, I'm back. I'm always gonna be back. I'm never leaving, girl. Never gonna stop. What is up? Thank you so much for checking me out. Thank you so much for coming onto my channel. And yeah, checking me out, like I already said. Before you leave, before we go on any further, please subscribe and leave some love, leave some positivity in this world. Like this video, subscribe. I have videos coming out every week. I vlog, I do all kinds of different stuff. So yeah, subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on my social media as well, all linked down below. As per usual, let's just get into this video. Now, excuse the mess of this hair and face that is going on. I actually just now got back from school. Your girl is a broke-ass college student, so I just got back from calc. And I've been wanting to make this video for a while because I've been testing all types of makeup, and now I'm finally ready to talk about my favorite drugstore concealers. You guys know I'm all about that drugstore life. I found a lot of gems in the drugstore. If you're wondering what kind of gems, just look through my videos and you'll find a lot of stuff that I've reviewed from the drugstore. And I only have one concealer that I've ever bought that is not drugstore. All the other ones that I've ever used in my entire life are drugstore. And I'm completely obsessed. So today, obviously, I'll be talking about my my most favorite drugstore concealers, how they work, how they wear, and I'm gonna go in order from my absolute favorite to not my least favorite. It's still my favorite, but it's gonna be like the last if I'm out. That's like the last one I'll use, or I'll use it for. Let me just get into it and y'all know what I mean. But yeah, so let's just get into this. Real quick though, can we just appreciate this glow? Okay. So as you guys know, concealer is my absolute favorite makeup. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys know I never leave the house without concealer. All I'm wearing is, I'm not wearing any foundation, I'm just wearing concealer. And this is the concealer that I'm wearing. This is my absolute favorite concealer in the entire world. It is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is the lightest one, Fair, in the shade Fair. I absolutely love this concealer, and just so you guys know, this is the applicator. It's a little smaller, but that's okay. The reason why I love this concealer is because number one, it is so lightweight. It is a very light concealer, but it is medium coverage. It's definitely buildable. It does not cake whatsoever. That's why I love this concealer. I've built it up so many times. It barely creases. I did not set my under eye with powder today, and there aren't any creases. If you do layer this concealer, it does tend to crease, so definitely set it with powder. But this is very, very lightweight. I hate a very heavy concealer. I think my T-zone, where I apply my concealer, should be kind of cake-free and weight-free, if you know what I mean. I don't want to feel like I'm wearing anything under my eyes. My eyes are very sensitive, and I tend to cake under my eyes a lot. I have very dry skin, so I tend to have dry patches. I have very textured skin as well, so I don't want anything to emphasize my pores in my skin. So this is lightweight. It's perfect. It lasts all day. It's a great shade. They have a very good shade range. Maybelline Fit Me has the best shade range in foundation and concealers. I absolutely love it. Again, lightweight, medium to full coverage, buildable, doesn't cake. All the times I've worn, this is my third tube, never caked. This is what I'm actually wearing today. And yeah, I'll love it. My second favorite concealer is this one. It is the Super Stay. It is also by Maybelline. Maybelline is rocking it with the concealers. It is the Super Stay Better Skin Concealer and Corrector is what it says, in the shade Ivory 10. This one is very similar to the Fit Me. It is lightweight as well, but not as lightweight as the Fit Me. This is definitely more a thicker consistency. Still lightweight though, but thicker. And it is definitely a medium coverage. It covers very well. I do have dark circles, but before I conceal, I definitely color correct, just in case. You never know. You can build this up, but beware. It will cake if you put a lot of layers on. A lot of people tend to set their under eye with powder. I personally do not like to set my under eye area or my T-zone with powder, just because regardless of what concealer I am wearing, it will cake. Powder makes my under eyes cake and makes my texture appear in my pores. I don't like that. So this one you definitely have to set, but this does not crease. It can cake. So this, it definitely depends on how many layers you put on. And this is the applicator. It's a little bit bigger than the Fit Me, and this concealer claims that it is oil free. So this is definitely good for oily skin, because it does get rid of your oils, which it does. This kind of sticks to your skin, which is another thing that I like, because this will last you all day. So if you have oily skin, this is perfect. If you have really dry skin, I have dry skin, but it's not dry to the point where my skin is flaky. If your skin is dry to the point where it's flaking, I don't think you should try it, because this does stick to your skin, and you might have some dry patches. For me, I never had any dry patches with this, so I really enjoy it. Moving on. My next favorite concealer that I very much enjoy, but I haven't been using it in a while, is also by Maybelline. This video is not sponsored, I'm just realizing everything's Maybelline. It is the Instant Age Rewind Concealer. Tati loves it, a lot of people love this concealer. It is super lightweight, buildable. I mean, you can have 10 layers on, no cakiness, no dry patches. It is perfect. The application is amazing. This is the applicator. You have to twist it to get the product out. Great packaging. It's super light packaging. It's great for travel. It can range from light coverage to full coverage, depending on how much you build it up. The reason why this isn't my number one is because of the shade. This is one of the lightest shades, and it is very, very dark on me. It's darker than my skin. So that's the only reason why I don't reach for it always. When I do reach for it, I tend to mix it in with another concealer to just, lighten up my T-zone. But this is very dark, and it does oxidize on me. But the consistency and the coverage itself is great. So if you are a little darker and you're looking for an awesome concealer for everyday wear or full coverage, this is definitely buildable. This is a great concealer. A lot of beauty gurus love it. Again, but if you're paler than me, if you really want it, I mean, obviously go for it. It's great. It's just you might have to mix it in with a lighter concealer, just because these are dark and they tend to oxidize a little bit. My next concealer that I absolutely adore is the Colorpop No Filter Concealer. This is not in Drugstore, but it is online, and it is super affordable. This is the Colorpop, I just said, No Filter Concealer. I have 2 shades. I really, really love these. I have a whole review on these concealers. I'll link it down below so you can see how it works. It is a thicker consistency. It is full coverage, but it does cake a little bit when you wear it. So I don't recommend building it up because it does cake. I don't set my concealer with powder, so I think if I did set it with powder, it wouldn't cake as much. But personal preference, again, I have dry skin. I don't like to play with powder a lot. But this is awesome. This is full coverage, and they have an amazing shade range. So they have something for super pale people and darker skin tones. Awesome. I love the brand. I absolutely adore the brand. I'm not sponsored, but Colorpop, hit your girl up. I absolutely adore the brand. They have they have palettes, they have liquid lipsticks, they have everything you want, and it's all super affordable. So I really enjoy these. Now, my last, but definitely not least concealer that I actually really enjoy. I didn't like it at first at all. I threw it in my rejects pile, and then I kind of changed my mind on it, is the Wet n Wild concealer. This is the lightest shade, and it is insanely dark. So that is the only reason why I'm not a huge fan of it. It is way too dark. For being the lightest shade, it is way too dark. So I don't reach for it a lot. But it is what I really like about it, it is super creamy. I think this is the creamiest concealer I have. It is not very thick, but it's not light either. It's like right in between, super creamy, and it feels very good on your skin. And it is like medium to full coverage. It's buildable. It doesn't cake. It creases a little bit, so you definitely have to set it with powder. Again, just the only thing I didn't like about it is that the shade. Yeah, you guys, so these were my top favorite drugstore concealers. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It is a shorter one. I have been doing these series. I have my top 5 drugstore foundation, my favorite drugstore primers. If you guys enjoy this series, please be sure to let me know. Give it a like, comment, whatever your heart desires. Don't forget to subscribe. I do have videos coming out every week. If you guys, again, like these series, I'm definitely gonna keep doing it. I want to do favorite drugstore lipsticks, favorite drugstore... Oh, I have a video with favorite drugstore highlighters, girl. Go check that out. I'm gonna link all that down below if you're interested. But if there's anything else you guys would like me to review, drugstore or high-end, I'm definitely open to opinions. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in my next one. Peace!